The non-tender deadline is tomorrow, and I have had the list of all the names that are going to be non-tendered, and I'm going to give you the best 5 fits for the San Diego Padres this deadline. How's it going, everyone? My name is Friar. Welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be explaining A, how non-tenders work, and B, my 5 best fits for the San Diego Padres this deadline. First of all, I want to say this: non-tenders is basically releasing a player even if they're still under contract for a while. It's a better way than DFAing because you don't have to pay them anymore. The Padres non-tender is probably going to be Jorge Alfaro, so I'm going to start the video off mentioning that. So that, in my opinion, that's probably who it's going to end up being. Alfaro's kind of the odd man out, and he knows that at this point. And there's a lot of other stuff behind the scenes with Alfaro, but we're going to hop into the best 5 fits that'll improve the San Diego Padres this year. We're going to hop off with number 1, and this guy's been mentioned a lot on this channel. And I mentioned him in my last video, and I mentioned him in prior videos, and I mention him all the time, and either people are 100% on board with this guy or they think I'm an idiot. And that's Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is most likely going to get non-tendered, and I mean, I say the same thing every video. He's had mediocre seasons recently. He's not MVP Bellinger. He's only going to enter his age 27 season. Why not give him a 1-year, $10 million, $15 million contract to play center field? I would pay the extra $3 to $5 million, taking a chance that he's going to be better than Trent Grisham. Now, he hasn't put up insane numbers like 2019 and prior to 2019, but personally, I think he's a little bit out of whack. Just needs a change of scenery. You give that guy a change of scenery, he'll blossom again and become Cody Bellinger. He hasn't even technically hit his prime yet. I am all over Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is my number 1 guy on this list. He's the best option for the San Diego Padres, and he's everything I want the San Diego Padres to go after. Number 2 on this list, another person I've mentioned on the channel and another person people are big fans of, and that's Hunter Renfro. Hunter Renfro hasn't hit less than 30 bombs since he's played in Major League Baseball complete seasons. So just put that into perspective. He's coming off of one of his best seasons yet. He plays elite defense. I don't know what else you want me to say. The guy hits moon shots. If you put him in the 6th spot, I would go crazy over Hunter Renfro. You know, we have a selective budget, supposedly. According to Kevin Acee, we have a lower budget this offseason. We're trying to not blow through the luxury tax, but Pete Seidler's also willing to go over the luxury tax. So signing guys like Cody Bellinger and Hunter Renfro can save you a couple dimes, and you trade for a pitcher with guys like Trent Grisham, you know, movable pieces. Hunter Renfro, by the way, going back to this, he can now play first base. The Red Sox put him at first base. So if you ask me, who would I rather have, Josh Bell or Hunter Renfro? Hunter Renfro. I think Hunter Renfro is more of a prototypical first baseman at the plate. I honestly have no clue how well he did in the field. I'm going to need to do some more research on that before I let you guys know. But Hunter Renfro can hit nukes. He's hitting at a better batting average every single season. He's improving, and he plays elite outfield defense. And you know what? You can throw him at first base now. So why not take a chance on this guy? He's probably going to be in the same ballpark as Cody Bellinger at that $10, $15 million ballpark. He's a great baseball player. Hunter Renfro is beloved in San Diego. I'm pretty sure everyone knows these things. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next person on this list. That's going to be Alberto Mondesi. Now, this is the first guy that you probably don't know too well because Alberto Mondesi plays for the Royals. He never plays the Padres. So this is someone you don't really know too well. And I'm going to say this right now. He's one of my more favorite players in baseball. He's very comparable to Jorge Mateo, but he's a lot more polished off than Jorge Mateo, and he's also a switch hitter. So put that into perspective. Now, why is he getting non-tendered if he's such a good baseball player? Same with all these other people. They all have their different reasons. Cody Bellinger's AAV is going to be too high on arbitration because of his past seasons. Hunter Renfro's on a team where they're trying to cut salary. Alberto Mondesi, why could he possibly get non-tendered? Well, he's had a history of injuries. He also did have a steroid suspension. He can play shortstop. He can play second base. He can play third base. I'm pretty sure he can even play outfield. This guy has elite speed, some of the best speed in baseball. So if you're putting him on the bench on like 1 year, $6-7 million, I would love to do that. You know, he has elite speed. He can play in the outfield. He's a switch hitter. If he blossoms and becomes the Alberto Mondesi that he used to be, he could be the leadoff hitter the Padres need. He is, if you look at past stats of Alberto Mondesi, he fits that mold. He is a perfect leadoff hitter, and he has sneaky pop. He can put a couple over for you. Now, I don't know exactly what the market value is going to be in terms of his price. This is once again just guessing, just because he missed all of last year. He's been suspended for steroids. He's played inconsistently, but when this guy's playing baseball, he's one of the best talents at shortstop, second base, third base, and outfield. Like I said, he's Jorge Mateo, but a lot more polished off. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the number 5 spot in this list. And there's many people that have been waiting for me to say this name. That's Luke Voit. Everyone's wanted me to mention Luke Voit in videos, and I see comments all the time. What about Chest Moss? What about Luke Voit? Am I crazy over Luke Voit? No. But does he fit the Padres' needs? Yes, but I would rather get Hunter Renfro, to be honest. But if you're talking about strictly fitting the Padres' needs, Luke Voit fits the Padres' needs. He's been to San Diego last season, literally was just here. He knows how this team works. He knows the players in the clubhouse with a couple more, new additions. I'm sure he'll get along fine with Juan Soto and Josh Hader. But yes, he knows how San Diego works. My question to you guys, and the question that I'm asking when I regard Luke Voit, is his relationship with San Diego done after what happened at the deadline? Is he so pissed at AJ Preller, well, he won't even negotiate here? But that's just one question. Now to reflect on his time in San Diego. His time in San Diego was mediocre. It wasn't crazy, but looking back, it felt worse than the stats projected. He also didn't get consistent at-bats for whatever reason. Bob Melvin didn't put him in the lineup. He'd put him in the lineup inconsistently. He wouldn't put him in the same spots. But he gets that added pop. I think the Padres need added pop. We finished 28th in slugging. That's unacceptable. How did we go to the NLCS and have 28th best slugging in all of baseball? It doesn't make sense to me. That's why I'm throwing Luke Voit on there. There's a common consistency with every single the 5 people I mentioned. They all could hit 30 home runs in a season. That's just the value of the guy, Now we're going to go ahead and talk about some players I want to avoid off of what's been popularly known to be non-tendered. We don't know exactly. This is just the names that have been thrown out by insiders, analysts, and even some executives have regarded to these people as people that are going to get non-tendered. Dominic Smith. He's going to get non-tendered. I don't want him. There is talk of him getting traded last year. Let's just put it this way. We were talking about acquiring him from the Mets last year. The guy who played mainly in AAA this year because he was so bad. So yes, I am avoiding Dominic Smith. Now to move on to another one, Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver hasn't played a full season in 3 seasons. He's been injured. Something's always up with Mitch Garver. He hasn't been the same baseball player he was 5-6 years ago when he hit about 30-40 home runs. He's not the same player. Maybe he could turn around, take a flyer on him, but I don't know. Something's going on there. And another person I want to avoid is Austin Meadows, and this is a guy we almost traded for last year. Now, he had vertigo, he had an ankle injury, he had mental health. So clearly something's going on where his mind's just outside of baseball, where he's only playing 30 baseball games. So just for that, I gotta avoid him. You cannot take a risk on a guy that's gonna play 30 baseball games. When Austin Meadows, when he's playing, he's a great hitter. He may be one of the better left fielders, right fielders at the plate in the league, but I just don't want to do that. I don't want to take that risk. For that, I'm out on those 3 guys. And these are what we publicly know to be non-tendered at this point. The only person that's really in question is Cody Bellinger. The Dodgers are unsure if they want to tender or non-tender him. But that's just what I'm going to go ahead and leave this list at. Guys, please, if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Comment down below any players you're interested in me talking about, and I'll dive right into them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.
305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house.
Hey.
It's our house right here, baby. Let's go.
I love it. Hey, Manny.